Hey, what is up, guys? This is Rahkim Tyson. How are y'all feeling today? I feel pretty blessed and happy because I did some house cleaning with my mom and grandma. Fun fact, by the way, I enjoy doing house chores. You know, it feels therapeutic, like I can't explain it. Nothing beats the scenery of a clean home. As I was vacuuming my room, I looked out the door and I saw my grandma sweeping the carpet. Like, I'm laughing because it reminds me of a hilarious story where my grandma encountered a vacuum salesman. So let me chop it up with y'all. Yo, because this is hilarious. To this day, I think this happened like over 15 years ago when I was a small child. Yo, to this day, it's hilarious. So even though I said that I enjoyed doing chores, I remember when I was a kid, I hated doing house chores, especially sweeping on the carpet. Before my house was renovated, like the floor was like covered by carpet, literally. The stairs had a carpet, the rooms had a carpet, the two living rooms had a carpet, even the bathroom downstairs had a carpet. I know you're probably wondering, Rahkim, why were you sweeping on the carpet? You could have used a vacuum cleaner. Alright, so let me explain. My parents, my family, they're from the Caribbean, okay? They're from the West Indies, Guyana to be exact. So at that time when I was like a child, my family had not really assimilated the way of doing things in the United States. So I remembered instead of using a vacuum cleaner, we used like a pine tar broom. If you don't know what a pine tar broom looks like, here's a picture of it. This is the type of broom you would use to sweep the street back home. But no, we still had to use it at the house. I remembered how difficult it was sweeping on this with this stupid broom, bro. Like, it took mad work to just sweep all over the house. So it's like no matter how hard you sweep, right, on the carpet, the little specks of dust like on the carpet barely moved. So I got tired of it. And I was not the only one who got tired of it. My mom got tired of it. My uncle got tired of it. So my mom decided to call a vacuum salesman to see how it works. Remember, like my family, they're from the Caribbean. So they've never used a vacuum cleaner. So they needed somebody to demonstrate. So my mom scheduled a demonstration during the middle of the day, leaving my grandma, my brother, and me home. My grandma, let me tell y'all something, guys. My grandma is absolutely the worst person for this demonstration. Like, she had already been upset about the salesman coming to our house to demonstrate because she was not really assimilated into the way of things. You see, my grandma, she moved to the United States during her 50s. So she already is stuck on her own ways. You know what I mean? So she's not really open-minded. So as the salesman was demonstrating all the features of this vacuum cleaner, my grandma was moaning and groaning the whole time, bro. On the other hand, like, yo, my brother and I, we saw this vacuum cleaner. We were like, yo, this is the most amazing thing ever. Like, we could imagine like how easy cleaning would be. You know what I mean? So when this salesman ended the demonstration, he said, "How do you like it?" I don't know what got into my grandma that day, but my grandma angrily said, "Me not like it." So when I tell you, the salesman was so confused, like there was such an awkward pause. So as the salesman was just standing there confused, my grandma goes to the pantry and grabs the pint of broom. And she said, "Me like this. Me not business about the vacuum." Yo, the salesman, yo. That triggered the salesman, bro. The salesman dead said something. The worst thing you could possibly say to an immigrant. He said, "We don't use that broom. This is America." Yo. When he said that, my grandma snapped. She said, "Listen here, boy. I ya big I pass me." Yo, like, she was dead cursing out this salesman, bro. And the last thing I heard, she said, "Get out me house. Get out Yo, I've never seen someone stormed out as the salesman did. Yo, when my mom was so pissed when she found about the encounter, man. When she found out, she was pissed, bro. But it was all good, man, because my mom eventually bought the vacuum cleaner and learned it by herself. To this day, my grandma doesn't use a vacuum cleaner.